Hello, this is Ryan, and in this last video tutorial we will walk through the process of modifying an existing isometric drawing to reflect the specs of perhaps a different project. Here on the screen I have what looks like just a 6 or an 8 foot porch that's tying into 2x10 headers at the high side. So let's say in this case maybe instead of having a porch ribbon, I just have a 2x12 header at the high side with no finishes on the interior of the porch, and maybe these headers are going to change to, say 2x8s. So if that was the case and you wanted to be real accurate on your detail, it's pretty simple to come in here and make modifications. The first thing would be to go in and eliminate this extra line work that you don't need. So I'm just going to use the erase command and erase these extra lines that we don't need, and then extend some of this line work up that we do need. Something like that. Now here, I'm going to erase these guys, extend up the post, and instead of erasing line work, if it's already in the right location, I like to reuse line work. So this is a 2x4. If I want to turn that into a 2x12, that would be 8, 9, 10, 11. I think I'd have to move this up 7 3/4, I believe. So I'll move those two lines up 7.75, and then that looks like an extra line. And then we can still use the stretch command, 7.75, and then use that distance to double check and make sure your dimension's right, 11 1/4. So there I've created a 2x12, just reusing the line work that I had, and then I can move it up to the appropriate bearing height, whatever that may be. In this case I'm going to show it flush with the top of the truss. Or actually, if there was no overhang, it would be even higher, so let's take it up higher. Let's say there's no overhang. So we're going to take this all up 3 5/8. If you miss something, just grab it, take it up there as well. And then once that's done, we may have to extend some more lines around to make this all work. So I'm going to copy this post around, bring those lines together, and add lines where I need to. And I do have Isodraft turned on. If you can see, my crosshairs are slanted at a 30-degree angle. Anything that's extra and unnecessary gets deleted. Extend lines up. So here's an example of converting that non-bearing ribbon to maybe a single 2x12 header, and then I could add notations for the header fasteners right here. If I can get it to activate, which it doesn't want to, and it's locking up my computer. There it went. I will leave it. So we could add notes there. Same story here. If I was going to change these headers to 2x8s, I'd have to get rid of my gradient hatch and then just simply move the bottom of that header up 2 inches, right? And there's an extra line there. Extend this guy out, move this guy over, and then trim off what's left behind there. Extend up our post. So that's how you'd switch it to a 2x8. We could do the same thing down here, but it's pretty quick to modify an isometric drawing. Just switch into Isodraft, delete what you don't need, and then modify what you have to get the correct result. Thank you for your time. Hope this video was helpful.